Over the years, women are much more independent now, and I'm very pleased with it. They're much more aware of their own sex. They're not quite so prepared to play that subservient role to the hairy macho that existed. Do you remember that? I mean, there was a time when girls would wait for the initial advance from the male, which generally came after the pubs had closed. And in between technicolored yawns and belches, herself or her body was subjected to a kind of groping, fumbling attack. And if she had suddenly said, "All right, take me," he'd go.
People tend to make things dirty. They make sex dirty, and they make life dirty. And they hide, they get away with it because they don't actually say it. The act of love is the act of love, or the act of sex is the act of sex.
Are you sure this is the rhythm method?
I think too many people, there's too many kind of rules about something like that. There are too many regulations. I think if you bring your children up being very honest and walking around the house and, you know, nude, and they learn to see each other nude and naked, and it doesn't become something that's dirty and shouldn't be seen.
Oh, Casanova, please don't go yet.
I must.
Don't leave me, Casanova.
I must. I have other work to do. Farewell, my love. Oh, Maria. Oh.
I was at a boarding school, and they used to get some of the girls from, when you were kind of reaching a slightly senior stage, they'd have girls that come from a convent, and they'd be brought to the gym, our gym. And I mean, 15 years old, you don't really need anything to kind of spur you on to get an erection. You just, I mean, it's there. You wake up with it, you go through the day with it. It's there with you, you sleep with it, you go to school with it, you swim with it. It's there, it just is there. It becomes a him, it's him, he's there again. Tells you where to walk. He points out directions. He picks the magazines for you, the ones on the top shelf. Yes, okay, I'll get whatever you want. Chooses the books, finds the dirty bits in all the books. It's another brain down there as far as a kind of 14, 15-year-old kid is concerned. And here we are in the gym, waiting for all these girls, and we're all like gorillas. We're all, you know, because when you have an erection, there's a way that you walk to hide it. You put your bum out and you kind of tuck your belly in, so you begin to look like Neanderthal in a way of wandering. And then the girls would all arrive, and we do, and it would pick out your girl. You'd have no say in it. You're a redhead. Okay, you're a redhead.
You know, my darling, in this light you don't look a day over 14.
I'm not.
And it's also mythology that the nuns used to teach the girls. The girls had to wear elastoplast on their nipples to keep them down, because raised nipples or protruding nipples signified some sort of sexual desire. So that was covered up. And they were also told never to wear patent leather shoes, because the boys would spend the whole time dancing, looking at the patent leather shoes and the reflection of the girl's knickers or crotch or whatever. So you had this terrible picture. So you dance with them like this, terrified, this erection. And somebody would kind of go by you and bang you, and you'd collide with the girl, and you go, oh, and it was so terribly exciting. Oh. And we actually had a priest who used to wander among us, and he had a rod of ebony, kind of rod, maybe 18 inches long, and he'd put it between you. And he said, that's the correct distance, and that's the distance to be apart. This kind of 18, which was being very optimistic on his part, I always thought. And it was just, you never got anything, you never got away. And the girls were also told that Satan manifested himself in the law. And some of the girls were told the way, if you were going to sit on a boy's lap, you were to put a book between you and Satan. And these girls, I mean, I exaggerate, but they could have brought the Encyclopedia Britannica, you know. And you'd say, sit on my lap, and they'd whack that down on you. And that was the end of it, whatever it was.
See, there is actually what I would, in a way, there's a reversal, a role reversal taking place. Women are much more, as I say, independent. They're much more prepared to go out and pick up somebody. If they fancy some fellow, they're not going to sit on the other side of the room and wait for some kind of magical thing to happen. A woman is quite prepared to go across and pick up the fellow, pass a compliment, tell him he looks nice, got nice clothes, like your hair. She might even actually give him a sudden grope. So I've heard, anyhow. And nowadays, much more direct about sex and what sex is for them. And quite rightly. I mean, women will talk about orgasms. It's my right to have an orgasm. I'm not your sexual plaything. I want. You had it last night. It's my turn tonight. Give it away. But the male now doesn't know how to react in this. He was the hunter. Now he's the hunted. He doesn't know what. He can't do the foreplay. He doesn't know what to do with it. She's talking about, I want an orgasm. And I prefer one if we could have one together. Do you think you might be able to manage that? The male, he doesn't know what to do. He retreats. Basically, males now are talking about, are we going to make love? Or are you just going to lie there? He'll suddenly go, why, I haven't taken any precautions. He tries that. I haven't taken any precautions. She said, that's all right. I took the pill an hour ago. Go on, get out. He'll say things like he'd never said before. I got a headache, I think. And she'll say, I've got something to cure that. There's a total turnabout now in male and female sexual relationships. The male is actually faking the orgasm. He's lying there going, don't know how to react, because under pressure like this, the male doesn't know what to do. You get nervous, and because of that, you get tense. And you start to think of anything else. And the whole thing about pleasurable sex is to do it in a totally relaxed and open state. And he's under attack. Come on. You're like, all right. And he's not, inside he's thinking, oh, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I hope she likes it. I hope it's good. I hope it comes up. If it comes up, I hope it doesn't go down again. Oh, don't go. We don't have one of those premature ejaculations. Oh. I'm sorry, darling. This never happened before. Shit. Lovely thing of fantasy. When fantasy is introduced, the female will actually say, can't you think of anybody? So it's an escape for you. You go, no. So neither can I. Let's go back to sleep.